My name is Leah, and my 16-year-old son was murdered by his father.
My sister Callie was murdered by her husband.
My uncle Richard murdered my grandparents.
Our 7-year-old son Noah and our 5-year-old Sophia.
Murdered at the hands of my brother-in-law.
Murdered my parents.
And my sister was murdered by her husband.
Thank you to everyone who is tuning in right now. For those of you who may be new listeners and found us through this episode, we invite you to go back and listen to, feature the voices of co-victims of murder and survivors of familial violence. Those are stories of people in your communities everywhere that highlight just how close to home these stories truly hit. And we know that the loss of Rob and Michele Reiner hit painfully close to many people and many homes for many different reasons. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, my name is Amy B. Chesler. I'm the co-host of Familicide, and my brother murdered my mother on September 25th, 2007, which became National Murder Victims Remembrance Day.
Hi, I'm Sam Mettler. I'm the co-host of Familicide. Many of you may be here because of the celebrity factor in the murders of Rob and Michele Reiner. We invite you to go back and listen to this first season of Familicide. Every episode of Familicide features guests whose family members have killed other family members. And we hear them in first-person narrative tell their stories without any kind of media tabloid or sensationalizing of the stories. We hear these, well, I mean, to be frank, they're riveting. And they are also tragic, but they are important to hear.
And oftentimes, cases like this of Rob and Michele's murder is society's opportunity to understand and get a clearer picture of this epidemic. And it feels a bit ironic, and it kind of makes me tear up to think about how much of his career was dedicated to that, to being an example, to breaking norms, to speaking out. And it just feels ironically symbolic that we're saying that his death has the potential to also teach and educate and bring awareness, as he did when he was alive. Upon hearing this tragic news, we felt compelled to create this episode because, well, for a lot of reasons, personally, and I warned Sam I would get emotional as a survivor myself and a co-victim of murder that has many parallels to this story that we will be sharing. I'm also a huge movie buff, and movies have always been a place for me to escape, as they are for many people. And maybe it's a little bit of a parasocial relationship, but Rob Reiner, as a filmmaker, was a very special human. When I go through all of my favorite movies, he's basically a part of every single one.